Mottainai, the Japanese secret to a simple, rich, and waste-free life. What if one Japanese word could completely change how you think about money, possessions, and finding happiness in your everyday life? Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into something absolutely incredible that's going to shift your entire perspective on living well. We're talking about Mottainai, a beautiful Japanese concept that's like a secret weapon for creating a rich, fulfilling life without all the waste and stress that usually comes with modern living. Now, you might be wondering how to even pronounce this word. It's Mottainai. And honestly, once you understand what it means, you're going to want to use it every single day. This isn't just another minimalism trend or organizing method. Mottainai is a whole philosophy that Japanese people have been living by for centuries, and it's the reason why they can find so much joy and contentment in simple things while creating almost no waste. So settle in, because we're about to explore something that could genuinely transform how you approach everything, from your morning coffee to your biggest life decisions. What Mottainai really means. Let's start by really understanding what Mottainai is all about, because it's so much deeper than just don't waste things. The word itself carries this beautiful sense of regret or sadness when something valuable is wasted or not appreciated fully. It's like feeling genuinely sorry when you see potential being thrown away. But here's where it gets interesting. Mottainai isn't just about physical things like food or objects. It also applies to time, relationships, opportunities, and even our own talents and energy. When Japanese people practice Mottainai, they're constantly thinking about how to honor the full value of everything that comes into their lives. Picture this. Instead of quickly throwing away that leftover rice, you pause and think about the farmer who grew it, the sun and rain that helped it flourish, and all the effort that went into bringing it to your table. That moment of appreciation changes everything. Suddenly, you're not just dealing with leftovers, you're honoring something precious. This shift in thinking is what makes Mottainai so powerful for creating a richer life experience. The environmental heart of simple living. Moving deeper into this concept, we need to talk about how Mottainai connects to taking care of our planet, because this is where the magic really happens. When we truly embrace this philosophy, we naturally start consuming less and appreciating more, which creates this beautiful cycle of environmental care and personal satisfaction. Here's something that might surprise you. Japan produces about 40% less household waste per person compared to the United States, and a big part of this comes from the Mottainai mindset. When you're thinking about the full value of everything, you naturally find ways to use things completely before letting them go. That banana peel becomes compost, those glass jars become storage containers, and that worn-out shirt becomes cleaning rags. All of these changes create a sense of living more intentionally, which brings a deeper kind of satisfaction than constant consuming ever could. Finding abundance in what you already own. Now let's talk about how Mottainai completely transforms your relationship with the stuff you already own. This is probably the most life-changing part of this whole philosophy, and it's something that can start making a difference in your life literally today. When we really embrace Mottainai thinking, we begin to see our possessions with completely fresh eyes. That sweater you've been ignoring in your closet becomes an opportunity to appreciate the craftsmanship and warmth it offers. Those books on your shelf transform from clutter into a personal library full of wisdom and entertainment. Even simple things like your coffee mug or your favorite pen become sources of daily gratitude. This shift is incredibly powerful because it breaks the cycle of always wanting more. Instead of constantly looking for the next purchase to make us happy, we start finding genuine pleasure in what we already have. Research from Japanese universities shows that people who practice gratitude for their possessions report higher life satisfaction and lower levels of anxiety about money. When you're truly appreciating what you own, the urge to constantly upgrade or acquire new things naturally decreases. The art of repair and renewal. Speaking of transformation, let's explore how Mottainai teaches us to see broken or worn things as opportunities rather than problems. This is where the philosophy gets really practical and starts saving you money while making your life more interesting. In Japanese culture, there's incredible beauty found in the process of mending and renewing. When something breaks, instead of immediately throwing it away, the Mottainai approach is to pause and consider how it might be given new life. Sometimes this means simple repairs, but often it means creative transformations that make something even more valuable than it was before. Think about how different this is from our usual approach. When our favorite jeans get a hole, we often see it as the end of their usefulness. But with Mottainai thinking, that hole becomes a chance to add character through visible mending, or maybe to transform the jeans into a useful bag or cleaning cloths. This process of renewal becomes a form of creativity and connection with our possessions that's deeply satisfying in a way that buying new things never quite matches. Applying Mottainai to time and energy. Here's where Mottainai gets really interesting, because it's not just about physical objects. This philosophy also completely changes how we think about our time, energy, and the experiences we have every single day. When we apply Mottainai thinking to our daily lives, we start noticing all the moments and opportunities we usually let slip by without appreciation. That conversation with a neighbor becomes a chance to build community. Those 10 minutes waiting for the bus become an opportunity to notice the world around us or practice gratitude. Even challenging experiences get viewed through this lens of how can I honor the full value of what's happening right now? This approach to time creates such a different quality of life experience. Instead of constantly rushing toward the next thing, we start finding richness in whatever we're doing right now. Japanese people who practice this way of living often report feeling like their days are fuller and more meaningful even when they're doing very ordinary things. It's like discovering hidden treasure in your own life. Living Mottainai in modern life. So how do we actually start living this way in our busy modern world? The beautiful thing about Mottainai is that it doesn't require any dramatic changes or special equipment. It just requires a shift in attention and intention that can happen starting right now. Begin by choosing one area of your life where you can practice seeing full value. Maybe it's your meals, where you start really appreciating the flavors and nutrition while making sure nothing goes to waste. Or perhaps it's your clothing, where you begin to really notice and appreciate the pieces you already own while taking better care of them. The key is starting small and letting this new way of seeing naturally expand into other areas of your life. As you practice Mottainai, you'll probably notice that you feel more content with what you have, more creative about solving problems, and more connected to the world around you. You might also find that you're spending less money and creating less waste without feeling like you're missing out on anything. Your Mottainai journey begins now. As we wrap up today, remember that Mottainai isn't just another productivity hack or organizing system. It's a completely different way of moving through the world that honors the preciousness of everything you encounter. When you start seeing your life through this lens, ordinary moments become extraordinary, simple possessions become treasures, and everyday experiences become sources of deep satisfaction. We'd love to hear about your Mottainai experiments. Try applying this thinking to one area of your life this week and let us know what you discover in the comments below. And if you're ready to explore more ways of creating a richer, simpler life, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Your journey toward a more mindful, waste-free way of living starts with your very next choice.